Hello and welcome to this special presentation from inside the Parliament House complex, the question hour, wherein we bring you the questions asked by the members of Parliament and the answers given by the government. This time around, the questions are from the Ministry of Space, Water Resources and several other as well. I am Vishal Dahiya and with me is my colleague Kriti Mishra.
Thank you so much, Vishal. So let's commence the show, and the first question that we've picked up is from member T. Ratnawel, and he has asked the Minister of Space whether it is a fact that the Indian space market offers a big opportunity to industry, as it is estimated to grow over $1.6 billion by the year 2023.
Well, the ministry has given a specific answer, and it says that the Indian Space Research Program has unprecedented growth in the last few years with highly successful and commercial missions accomplished. And there are a large number of approved missions in waiting for ISRO to accomplish, which indicate a big opportunity for the industry as well. With respect to the space programs, the import component for electronics in the launch vehicle area is mainly in stage avionics, which is around 10%. However, in the area of satellite building, the percentage of electronics input is as high as around 50%. Now, import substitution and indigenized manufacturing efforts are required in the area of amplifiers, image sensors and optical equipments, FPGA, crystal oscillators, memory devices, RF devices and equipments, microwave devices and equipments, semiconductor components, PCBs and ICs, filters, waveguides, solar cells, signal generators and conditioners, power suppliers, converters and isolators, in addition to frequency synthesizers, etc. The next question is also to the Ministry of Space, and this one is from the member Narayan Lal Panchairia, who goes on to ask the government whether it has conducted any study on excessive reliance on foreign controlled global positioning systems, that is GPS.
The government goes on to say that such a study was not taken up, as it is already well known that the foreign controlled US operated GPS has attained widespread use in India due to its free of cost availability and numerous GPS-based systems in the open market. The government has already initiated concrete steps to proliferate the use of the indigenous satellite system named Indian Regional Navigation System IRNSS, or Navigation with Indian Constellation, or NAVIC. Government has approved the project for a domestic navigation system. ISRO has successfully implemented the same NAVIC, or Navigation with Indian Constellation, or Indian Regional Navigation Satellite System. The system is already operational. The NAVIC is an independent Indian satellite-based navigation system to provide position, navigation and time service to users over Indian region and region extending to around 1,500 kilometers around India. It consists of a space segment, 7 satellite constellation and ground segment spread across the country. So the next question has been asked by member Prabhat Jha, and this one is to the Ministry of Planning. And he asks whether the Planning Commission is working on any action planned to re-establish India as a new station.
Well, the ministry gives an elaborate answer to this question, and it says that the government has replaced Planning Commission with a new institution named Niti Aayog, which means National Institution for Transforming India, by issuing Cabinet Secretary Resolution on 1st of January 2015. The ministry also says that the Niti Aayog has initiated an exercise to formulate vision and strategy for the period beyond the 12th five-year plan, which ended in March 2017, under which the following documents have been prepared. A 3-year action document for 2017-18 to 2019-20, aligned to the predictability of financial resources during the 14th Finance Commission award period. This is to help translate into action the goals of the government to be achieved by 2019-2020. A 7-year strategy document, that is a strategy for New India at the rate 75, to convert the long-term vision into implementable policy and action as part of a national development agenda, with a mid-term review after 3 years, that is the year ending March 2020, also released on 19th of December 2018. Well, the next one is to the Ministry of Water Resources, and this is from member Amar Shankar Sable, and his question is that the government should state the progress made towards cleanliness of river Ganga and the time frame set to complete the task of cleaning the river from pollution.
The government goes on to say that river cleaning is a continuous process, and National Ganga River Basin Authority, in its first meeting held in the year 2009, has resolved that by the year 2022, no untreated municipal sewage or industrial effluent flows into River Ganga. Government of India has been supplementing the efforts of the state governments in addressing the challenges of pollution of River Ganga by providing financial and technical assistance. Under Namami Gange program, a number of activities meant for cleaning of River Ganga have been taken up. So far, a total of 254 projects have been sanctioned at an estimated cost of 24,672 crore rupees, out of which 75 projects have already been completed. The next question is by member K.R. Arjunan, and he asks the Minister of Women and Child Development whether a large component of Poshan Abhiyan involves gradual scaling up of interventions supported by ongoing World Bank assisted integrated child development services and system strengthening and nutrition improvement projects in all districts during last 3 years.
Well, the ministry in its answer says that the concerned program, that is the World Bank Assisted Integrated Child Development Services System Strengthening and Nutritional Improvement Project, is no more in operation. The government has approved the setting up of National Nutrition Mission named as Poshan Abhiyan to address the problem of malnutrition in the country. Now, the objective of the mission is to ensure Suposhit Bharat free of stunting, wasting and anemia by targeting reduction in the level of undernutrition, etc. Now, the capacity enhancement of frontline functionaries is done through incremental learning approach, joint planning, implementation and review of performance with health functionaries, and continued knowledge and learning exchange through workshops and exposure visits to best practices are part of this approach. A total of 21 ILA modules have been developed and disseminated to all the states and union territories. Well, the next question is to the Ministry of Personnel and Public Grievances, and this is from the member D. Kupendra Reddy, who asked the government whether it is a fact that the government has proposed for lateral entry into government services bureaucracy.
The government says that based on recommendations in the 3-year action agenda of Niti Aayog and the recommendations made by sectoral group of secretaries in its report submitted in February 2017, government decided to undertake lateral recruitment of 10 joint secretaries in 10 identified ministries or departments on contract basis in order to achieve the twin objectives of bringing in fresh talent as well as augmenting the availability of manpower. In response to the advertisement, 6,000 applications have been received as on the last date of receipt of applications, that is the 30th of July 2018 till 5 p.m. UPSC has been entrusted with the responsibility to undertake selection process. No appointments have been made so far. The next question is from member Ranjit Biswal, and he asks the Ministry of Human Resource and Development whether government is considering to withdraw norms for deemed to be universities.
Well, the government in its answer says that the University Grants Commission, that is UGC, has framed the draft UGC institutions deemed to be universities Regulation 2018 for replacing the existing UGC Regulations 2016. However, it has not been notified so far. There is no timeline prescribed by UGC for notifying the draft regulations. There are 125 institutions deemed to be universities functioning in the country. At present, 5 applications received for grant of deemed to be university status are pending with the central government or the UGC. And the draft UGC Regulations 2018 have been framed by UGC after consulting all the stakeholders. Well, the next question is to the Ministry of Planning, and this comes in from the member Abhishek Manu Singhvi. He goes on to ask the government about what has been the progress of Niti Aayog working on artificial intelligence and the details of work done for the development and regulation of artificial intelligence.
The government says that in the Union Budget 2018-19, Niti Aayog has mandated to develop the National Programme for Artificial Intelligence. A discussion paper was released in June 2018 on the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence. The National Strategy for AI has recommended setting up of centers of research excellence in AI for undertaking basic research in AI, international centers for transformative AI, PPP model for undertaking applied research in AI, and commercializing research towards applications in specific sectors. Developing programs and novel models for skilling and reskilling of the workforce for the age of AI, increasing the adoption of AI tools and technologies, and developing effective mechanisms of global collaboration. Niti Aayog, through collaborations with academia, industry, state governments and international organizations is working on various pilot projects, workshops for capacity building and formulation of best practices in this regard.
So, well, this was the question hour for today, and these were the questions which were asked by the members and their answers given by the government.
Prashnkal with our colleagues Arvind Singh and Akhilesh Suman on the other side. Stay tuned.